Just like you drew it up, right, Coach?
Kind of a mirror image of the game that we played earlier this year with them. You know, they jumped out to a lead and we didn't give up. We bounced back with good offense and rallied and then kind of pulled away. And, you know, some of our pitchers rose up and held them down a little bit. We were very fortunate. They hit some balls really hard that, you know, were right at people, or we made, you know, Trey Morgan made a great leaping catch on one of them. But our offense really was the story of the game tonight. You know, I knew we'd have to hit. It was, you know, they're such a good team. You know, they had 6 seniors in their lineup that I feel like I've coached against these guys for 10 years. Those same players, they've been there forever and they're really good. And the combination of experience and talent, you know, make them one of the better offensive teams in the country, in my opinion. And, you know, just kind of relentless. And, you know, of course, we were going with guys that are, you know, guys that don't pitch a lot on the weekend for us. And we had to kind of piece it together. And, you know, we had moderate success with that tonight, fell behind. But like I said, we didn't give up. We got some big hits and eventually we were able to overcome it, took the lead. And, you know, I feel like we still had more in us, probably would have needed more. But then the rain came and the lightning came. And if you looked at the radar, you can see that it probably was going to, you know, settle in here for the next several hours. And, you know, their coach, he obviously was aware of what the radar showed, and they have a long drive home and they've been on the road since last Thursday. So rather than sit around for 4 or 5 hours to try to conclude the game, you know, he kind of accepted their fate.
Coach, what went into your thought process of making the change behind the plate and at shortstop?
Well, Jordan Thompson has not been feeling well. He missed practice yesterday because he was sick. He was ill. He came and did a little bit, and then we sent him home. And he saw the doctor and, you know, was on medication. He wanted to give it a go today because, you know, he wanted to play so badly, but you could just tell that he was not himself today. And he hung back on a double play ball and let it play him. And then he dropped the throw. And, you know, I just knew that he just wasn't himself today. So Zach Arnold has been, you know, chomping at the bit for a chance to play. And, you know, I almost put him in a game this weekend at Auburn and decided not to use him as a pinch hitter. And I've been wanting to play him anyway, so I decided to make that change there. And with the case with the catcher, you know, Jacob Wyeth, you know, had a pass ball there with the runner on third base and 2 outs. And, you know, he struggles once in a while, you know, just receiving. And I just felt that it was important. Braden Doty is a superior receiver. You know, Braden has other things that, you know, he's not as good as Jake is. Jake's a better thrower and a better hitter, I think. But Brandon is the superior receiver. And I just felt, you know, our defense was a little bit sloppy there. I thought there was a ball hit to center field that maybe could have been caught in the first inning. And, you know, we didn't turn the double play. We dropped the throw at second base. We had the pass ball. I just wanted to shore up our defense a little bit there and get somebody behind the plate. I didn't want to put Milazzo in. You know, he'd caught 3 full games this weekend, and I just didn't want to beat him up. I wanted to give him a day off if we could, with some big games coming up this weekend and next week, and hopefully postseason. So just wanted to play it safe with him. And I just felt like Braden Doty could kind of calm things down a little bit with his receiving and blocking skills. And I thought he did a really nice job. And I was real happy he even came through with a big 2-run triple there, almost a home run. But so that was the thought process on those changes.
Hey, Coach, I know you just mentioned Milazzo was just kind of an off day thing for him. But can you just talk about, I guess, a couple updates on Giovanni? What was the thought process there with him coming out early? And then also just talk about Zach Arnold and Mitchell Sanford, who both kind of gave you guys some big time games tonight.
Well, I've been wanting to play Mitchell Sanford as well. You know, he hasn't played in a while, and he's been taking some real good batting practice sessions and working real hard. And I almost played him tonight anyway. And then in the first inning, I thought the third batter of the game, you know, Helmers needed some help, and he had a line drive out there to center field. And I just thought, you know, there wasn't a real great effort for the ball. And, I thought Sanford maybe would give us a little bit more enthusiasm for playing, and I decided to make the change. And Mitchell, played hard, and he, gave us a little bit of a spark when we put him in. And so coaches have the right to make those kind of decisions. And, I want other players on the team to know that they can be used at any moment. And also the players that are playing, that they should not take for granted that they're going to play all the time. Everybody on the team is part of the team, and the coach makes the decision who's going to play based on who he feels gives us the best chance to succeed. And I thought Mitchell Sanford got in the game, gave us a spark. He did a good job. He got a big up base hit to drive in a couple runs. He stole a base. He did a good job for us. And I've always thought the kid is a great competitor, and I wanted to put him in the games, and worked out well.
Coach, can you talk about the tear that Trey Morgan's on right now? The ball must look like a beach ball to him at the plate.
Yeah, I don't really want to talk about it, because in baseball you don't want to jinx somebody. So let's just say that Trey's really an outstanding player and a great hitter, and let's just hope he keeps it going. Is that good enough?
Paul, this is a good win for you guys at a good time. Does it really kind of help the momentum and belief as this team, kind of like you guys are able to do here in May, get something going?
Well, Mike, you've been, around as long as I have, longer than I have. You've watched, my teams through the years, and I've always taken pride in the fact that we play our best baseball as the year goes on, and we get hot, as we go into the postseason, and I'm hoping that that'll be the case. We have 7 games remaining, and this was a good win for us tonight against a really outstanding ball club. Like I said, I think that's one of the better hitting teams in the country, and the experience that they have. And, of course, they started, one of their really good pitchers. He only pitched a couple innings, but they used 2 of their top relief pitchers tonight as well. And we got to them, and it was a good victory. And, as you're getting ready to play Alabama in a 3-game series, you certainly want to keep some momentum going. And, for a while there, things looked a little bit bleak, but the guys rebounded, and, we got some big hits, and now they get to go to bed feeling good about their team. We'll come back to practice tomorrow and start getting focused on Alabama for a big series this weekend.
All right, y'all. Sorry, that's all for Coach.
Paul,
Thank
do you negotiate the final with Lane? There was some talk that the 7th inning scores wouldn't count because it didn't finish. It was just.
Oh, no. Once it goes 4.5 innings with the home team ahead, it becomes a complete game. And we played almost 7 full innings. So yeah, it's considered a completed game now.
Okay.
So there's no negotiation there. Once the game starts, it's in the umpire's hands, and the home team management has the radar, and the SEC rules, when there's lightning within 8 miles, everybody has to get off the field. And we all looked at the radar, and everybody was under the same conclusion that this was going to settle in all night. We could have waited all night if we wanted to, but Lane, saw it. And he basically conceded to the fact that it wasn't going to clear up, and there was no use sitting around for 4 or 5 hours and hope that it would clear up. So the umpires made the decision and called it a game, and it counts as a victory for LSU.
Cool.
So
Thank you.
Goes on the record that way. Okay. Thank you, guys.
Mike, if you look at the rule book, Rance was wrong with what he said. That's what you were talking about the stats. It doesn't go like that.
Yeah, I didn't know if they needed to finish. I'd heard they needed to finish the inning.
Right. That's not correct when you look at the rule book.
Okay. Thank you, David. It'll be all right, Scott. Rabelais pining up there in the press box, huh? You got plenty of time. The game ended early. What are you talking about? There's all that good mojo from you talking to the kids in the pregame, huh, Blake?
Okay, y'all can start with questions for him.
Hello.
Hey, Blake, obviously, I guess kind of you guys were piecing it together again, like you do most midweek games. Just, I guess, kind of what was the message, to the pitching staff as the game kind of went along? You guys were allowing a lot of runs there early in the game. Just what was your mindset coming in there in this, 5th or 6th inning when you got your chance?
The mindset for everybody is just put up a zero. From the start of the game to the finish for all 9, throwing up zeros. It's very crucial to put up zeros whenever your team scores runs. It's not good when your team throws up a couple runs, then you go out there and let up some runs, and just a back and forth battle. So every time we go out there, every inning we try to throw up a zero and keep the momentum on our side. That's for sure.
Bro, how excited were you guys for Braden?
Oh, excited. Braden Doty's just a kid you love to see succeed. You're always pulling for him. I love the kid to death. I think he's just he's a fan favorite of mine. I love playing with him this year. Every time he gets in there, man, I'm just excited. Love to see him, do his best. And especially on a night like tonight, I thought he had the home run for sure, but it's a home run in my book. That's all I got to say.
A little morale booster for you guys. Obviously you played well at Auburn and got the series win, but to beat a ranked team at home, to kind of come back twice in this one to do it, is the belief, getting reinforced, I guess, on this team now?
100%. Definitely coming into the night, the first couple innings, I'm sure everybody was like, what's going on? They're kind of not doing what they should be doing. But we talked about it earlier at practice the other day. You play a ranked opponent at home. Could be a slugfest, could not be, but anything you want to do is just always end up on top. So.
Any more questions for Blake?
Guess they're done with you, buddy.
Give me one more question.
How's Cash? How's Cash been doing?
I was going to say nice jacket. The man.
All right, y'all can start.
Bro, how excited were you? Like, I saw your face, like that's like every kid on Christmas, like that smile that you had.
Yeah, that was really cool. And seeing how the dugout reacted, that was probably the coolest thing for me. Just seeing how happy they were for me.
That's you put up with a lot of crap, to be able to have your moment like this, and then to kind of have it taken away too. What were you thinking?
Oh, I was happy either way. I told Nolan the triple is probably more rare for me because, I'm not moving very quick around the bases. But no, it was all worth it. It was a great moment.
I was thinking about that when they awarded you third. I was like, I'm not sure he would have gotten to third, but
yeah.
Kind of take me through the thought process as you're going around the bases, because obviously they had to, talk you through.
I was just kind of watching the ball, honestly. I knew the wind probably helped me. I hit it way up there. So I was kind of watching it, just running, and I don't know. I saw it hit the pad. A lot of people were saying it hit, the pole or the fence. I don't know. I was just running. Hope he didn't catch it.
On the serious side, though, you got inserted pretty early. Obviously, Paul was sending a message in the second inning with multiple subs. Was that important, I guess, for the team to understand that, look, we just can't half-ass it, for lack of a better word?
Yeah, La Tech is a really good team. They're ranked up there. They can swing it, and we did not come out ready to play. But we turned it around. It's a good comeback win.
Is this your first post-game interview too?
Yeah, it is.
Thought so. Good job, man. Congrats.
Thank you.
It's a home run in my book for sure.
All right, y'all can start with questions for Trey.
Trey, David from Rivals. I'd love to know what the ball looks like to you at the plate right now. Is it like a beach ball coming through?
It is kind of looking like a beach ball right now. I'm just going up there every time, trying to stick to my approach, and it's just working out right now.
Is it just one of those, I just can't wait to get up to the plate every single time because I know I'm going to get a good wood?
Yes, sir, definitely.
Trey, your bullpen catcher steps into one and gets it out of the park, or it looks like it. How excited were you guys for that guy?
Dude, we went crazy for him. We wanted that home run for him. Dude, he comes out every practice, every game, and works his hardest. He deserved that one, but they didn't give it to him.
I mean, that's one of those deals where like no one will know what that guy does, and to have his moment, and then have it taken away, like
Right. Yeah, that hurt a little bit. I mean, but we're still happy for him. But it's a home run in our books.
Trey, is this team starting to find itself? Like it seems like the identity is starting to come with this team. Is this team starting to like kind of just find himself? It's been a long year. COVID, you didn't get to do certain things, but I mean, is this team finally coming together in your opinion?
I mean, definitely, we're just going out there playing our hardest every game. And we know what we have to do, so we're playing every game like it's our last, like it's a regional, super regional. We're playing every game hard.
Yeah. Hey, Trey, you guys, obviously didn't come out the way I guess you would have liked, within the first couple innings. I guess kind of what changed there, starting in, I think, the third or fourth inning where you guys started to really pile on those runs. What kind of changed for you guys?
Nothing changed really. We just knew we had to focus. We knew our turn was going to come up. The momentum was going to swing to us. So we just tried not to panic.
Do games like this where you're able to battle back and forth, do they kind of hammer home the belief that you guys are getting better, that you're kind of turning the corner and developing into the team you want to be?
Definitely, wins like this are very big for us, and we know we have an important series coming up. So hopefully we can ride this wave and play 3 good games.
Yeah, I guess what did you think of the job? What did you think of the job Zach Arnold and Mitchell Sanford did, being subbed in so early in the game? And I think they combined for 6 or 7 of y'all's RBIs tonight. What did you think of their performances?
And they stepped in a role that they weren't expected to step into, and they just did their job. I mean, every time they come up, just like every guy in our lineup, we expect to hit, and they went up there and did their job too.
Is that all for Trey? Thank
you.
y'all.
Zarni.
All right, y'all can start with questions for him.
Yeah, hey Zach. Talk about tonight's performance for you. I mean, obviously you get subbed in there pretty early in the game. I mean, I know you haven't played a ton of shortstop this year, but just talk me through the mindset and the approach you had tonight to allow you to have so much success.
Yeah, you just always got to be ready. You never know when your number is going to be called, and that was a big thing for me. Just staying prepared, staying ready, and got into the game and lucky enough to get some good pitches to hit and just put some good swings on them and just try to keep my approach simple and do what I can for the team.
Coach Mainieri had mentioned he was trying to get you some looks, just some at bats or some playing time. I mean, just what did it? I guess when did you know that you were going to go in, and how did that whole all come together? I guess.
Yeah, he just told me to go warm up in the second inning, and then just told me I was going in to hit at the bottom of that inning, and that was really it.
Has it been tough for you, I guess, kind of being in and out of the lineup so much this year? I mean, you've obviously had that stint at second base where you've been kind of, going in between, roller coaster with you and Drew and Collier. I mean, just how challenging, or just talk about how your season has gone so far.
Yeah, it can definitely be tough. It's baseball is just such a tough game, and it's hard to find a rhythm sometimes when you're in and out like that. But you just can't complain about it. You gotta seize your opportunities when they come. And I was grateful to get one tonight and do what I did with it. But it's just a grind, and you gotta always stay ready. And when you get those opportunities, you just gotta take advantage of them.
Is there mustache in the middle, or is this just a thing going on here?
It's just super light in the middle. I'm doing my best. It's all I got. I should probably dye it at some point.
Tell me about how excited you guys were for Braden, just to have his moment. You guys both making the most of your night, right?
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, Braden is just a stand-up guy. He's one of our boys, and I live with him, so it's just extra special to me. It was just so awesome to see that, and I was hoping that ball would go out. It was carried, and they ended up turning it back, and it's brutal, but it was awesome. I can't even put it into words how happy I am for him.
What about the idea of playing hard, kind of living up to the expectation level of commitment to the game that you need to. Coach makes some subs and they make a difference tonight. Do you kind of see this as like not a turning point? We're late in the season for a turning point, but like just reinforcing the idea that you guys are improving.
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's always good to have some depth on the team, and just knowing that you have guys on the bench that can come in and do the job when needed, and it really showed tonight.
Thanks, Zarni.
Of course.
Is that all? Oh,
Does
yeah,
anybody
there you go.
outside of baseball call you that?
Yeah, that's just a life nickname for me.
Oh, a life nickname. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Good job,
Thank
Murky.
you, Cobble. Appreciate it.